Are you still unclear about how to respond to negative book reviews? Then today I'm going to discuss 4 ways that you can respond to negative book reviews, and we're going to start right now. Welcome to Self-Publishing with Dale, and if you want to learn how to master DIY publishing, make sure you subscribe and turn your notifications on to get notifications on all my latest videos. Today is Unscripted Sunday, and I'm going to respond to one of the viewer comments this past week in regards to my how to respond to negative book reviews. And it's from one of my loyal viewers. It's been around for a bit. It is Squirrel Attack Spidey. And Squirrel Attack Spidey said this: I appreciate your creativity and sense of humor, but I would have hoped for information on dealing with negative reviews. Yes, there are many dumb reviews, but there are also people who are being hired by publishers to leave negative reviews on their competitors' books. First of all, Squirrel Attack Spidey, I hope I got it in the right order here. I really appreciate you submitting the very honest feedback. This really means the world to me that you guys take time to actually put some comments and further ask questions and really get it to where we're starting a conversation here within this community. So I'm going to offer you a few valid points. Hopefully you can kind of weigh in on this and maybe bring in some of your own. What you've mentioned before is true. There are actually people getting hired to post negative reviews. Believe it or not, it can run anywhere from $5 to $30 to post a negative review. I've done my research on this before. It's not as rampant as it was a couple years ago when I first broke into the business, but essentially people could go on to, say, Craigslist, and they would be offered a certain gig, and it was very ambiguous. All you had to do is reach out to them and they'd say, hey, do you have an Amazon account? Is it current? Can you be able to post reviews? And then they would be able to post it. They get $30 to post a negative review. So yes, you are right. There's really no way that we can combat that other than to say this. The very first point, report abuse. If something seems suspicious about a review, where it seems like this person has a pattern of going and just bashing books and giving 1-star reviews, and especially ones within your niche, then that's going to set off some bells and whistles. That is going to also create a little bit of work for you. Is that some time that you feel is worth pursuing? Do you think it's worth chasing after this person who gave you a 1-star review, or should you be focusing on getting higher valued reviews? That's up to you. I've used the report abuse before and have actually found it pretty successful, and in other times where there is just an out and out abuse of the review system and they just ignore it. They say the person, pretty much they give you the canned response of everybody's entitled to their opinion. So 2, downvote. So here's the really nifty thing. Let's say you don't want that review, very much exposure. So you don't want that at the top in the most recent. You're going to want to focus on downvoting it. You'll see on each one of the reviews on Amazon where it says, was this review helpful? Yes or no? Well, if you click no, what's going to happen is it's going to drop in its credibility and its authority. So the more people that click yes, the more it's going to come up. So the most popular reviews that are being upvoted are going to come up to the top of your reviews. So here's a little bit of a tactic. I'm not saying you should do this because they say you shouldn't game the system. But in any event, it's something you can probably do is reach out to your readers and just say, hey, what do you think about this 1-star review? And you just present the 1-star review. This book was terrible. You know, I thought it wasn't very helpful. What do you think? And so you just leave it into your readers' hands as to whether that review was yes, helpful, or no, it wasn't very helpful. Hopefully you've got some great loyal readers that will upvote or downvote that. So instead of upvoting, because that wouldn't be a good thing. 3, respond professionally. This is the thing. You're going to probably feel your blood boiling and you're going to be really angry that someone dare call your book less than perfect. Pump the brakes. This is something I learned from many great authors, especially the self-published ones, is recognize where that person's at. Be very empathetic to them, okay? That means see where they're at, recognize that, and then go on from there. So this can be just a very general response. I'm sorry you didn't enjoy your book. And as much as I don't like low star reviews, I'd love for you to clarify a little bit more so that I can get a better idea of what it is that I can do to improve the publication. Now, you're going to know the difference between a trolling 1-star review and then somebody who's just essentially a very, very critical person. And the next one is use 1-star reviews as feedback. The fact is, no one's going to put out the perfect book. Okay, these 1-star reviews are going to be the people that are scrutinizing you. They've got the magnifying glass on every last typo, error, plot hole, bad resolution image within your fitness book, everything. So you need to kind of take it in stride and understand, okay, they're not just being mean to be mean. They're probably picking out somewhere that I need to kind of fix. And this is also something that I use when I'm looking around in particular niches or I'm doing any kind of market research. Is I look at the 1-star and the 2-star reviews and I see where there's areas of opportunity where all other authors have dropped the ball. And that's where you're going to want to pick up that ball and run with it. Take that 1-star or the 2-star review and build upon that. You either A, fix your publication, or B, next publication forward, you adjust accordingly. So that way you can kind of hopefully meet the market demand. Hopefully these 4 little suggestions help you in dealing with negative book reviews. How do you deal with your negative book reviews? I'd love to hear from you, so make sure that you drop your thoughts in the comments. And in the meantime, if you enjoyed this video, make sure that you share it with somebody else who's into DIY publishing too. Till later, this has been Self-Publishing with Dale, and I'll catch you guys soon.